Van Dijk. Oh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. Of course, this is a part of a two-game vlog, of course, being at Anfield for both of the friendly games at Anfield. Of course, a little bit of a strange background. You're not used to seeing this background. I've moved. I've moved into Makendo's house. If you don't know, Jack Mac LFC. He's currently behind the camera right now, looking at me a bit sus and saying hello as well. But no, just wanted to do a little bit of a breakdown, because of course I didn't in this video I haven't really broken down any of the games so far. Of course, this has been recorded after the second game against Osasuna. I think that's how it's pronounced. If I have butchered it, I do very much apologise. But of course we beat them 3-1, and of course yesterday we drew 1-1 against Atletico Club, or realistically Atletico Bilbao. But looking at it as well, it's the one thing that I really want to talk about in this is the ticketing system. Of course, me and Jack and Mickey, of course, we went to the game. I think all of us were pretty much successful with it in terms of being able to get in first time, but it wasn't like that for many others as well. You know, a guy in front of us, it took him about 9-10 attempts just to get in to the ground, and this was apparently happening to many other players, many other people as well, I should say. And then when that wasn't working, they were getting moved on then to other standbys to go into the ground, and practically the exact same thing would be happening as well. And yesterday it was absolute chaos. If you guys were there, if anyone was there, or if you know, you're watching on LFC TV, you know, half an hour delay to the Bilbao game, and then of course 15 minutes against Osasuna, and it's not good enough really, because it's fair enough, you can do it in a friendly, you can do it against you know, these teams, but you cannot do it in the Premier League. You know, I think the first game at Anfield is at the 12:30 against Burnley, which isn't going to be delayed for anyone. And let's be honest, I don't think people are going to do what they did tonight in terms of, you know, going 2.5 hours before the match and, you know, queuing up and still the game being delayed as it was tonight. I don't think anyone's going to queue up at 10:30 in the morning just to get inside Anfield. I don't think anyone will do that unless you're a complete and utter psychopath, which fair enough to you if you are. But, you know, just in terms of that, I think Liverpool need to sort something out about that, because quite clearly the NFC system isn't working for all. Worked for me, worked for Jack, worked for Mickey, but you know, sadly it doesn't work for everyone, which I think needs to be addressed. Anyway, but you know, moving on to the football terms of it, yesterday, of course, against Atletico Club, what the 1-1 draw. Nice to see Virgil back. How long have we waited? First of all, to be back in Anfield, you know, that was so nice to finally be back in Anfield as well. But you know, seeing Virg, seeing, you know, Mo, Sadio, and even Harvey Elliott, of course, which was, you know, the guy for me that stood out the most yesterday. I thought he played absolutely fantastic, didn't he? In that 8 role, you know, switching with Mo as well. You know, Mo was moving a bit more inwards, and that being, you know, the main talking point, I think, because I think, you know, me and Jack, we've spoken about many people. I think Harvey Elliott is the name most of all on people's names, on lips, I should say. And I think as well Naby looked really good, like he does every pre-season, but you know, he does look quite good and quite fit. To be fair to him, looked very, very decent in that game. And to be fair, I think the majority of that team will start against Norwich in 5 days' time. So, you know, guys, let me know your thoughts on that as well. But tonight, you know, against Osasuna, for me, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain definitely gets a mention in that conversation. He was absolutely electric tonight in that midfield, and of course he played in that false 9 towards the end. Bobby Firmino as well, you know, he looked back to his best tonight. And realistically, you know, with the rest that he has had, you know, he hasn't played for Brazil in the Copa America. Same with, you know, many others as well, like Thiago come back tonight. Jordan Henderson came back as well, and you know, they haven't played with their national side. You know, they've had plenty of rest. I know going away isn't rest realistically, but they haven't played at all, so that's a good thing for Liverpool, realistically. But you know, tonight absolutely fantastic. The atmosphere was better, I would say, against Osasuna, rather than Atletico Bilbao. I think definitely, you know, another major talking point as well, Andy Robertson's injury, which of course is very fortunate for us that it isn't months. It does look like it's going to be weeks. It's about 4 to 6 weeks, I think, or 6 to 8 weeks has been mentioned. So that's, you know, good that it isn't like 3, 4, 5, 6 months out, to be fair. And look, I think we're pretty much confident that Kostas Tsimikas can fill the job in. Played well tonight, and yeah, I'm watching the Reds over these two friendlies. I'm very confident that we can do something spectacular in this league. I think you look at it and go, I think all of us were a bit worried going into it a little bit without any signings. For me, I think signings would be a bonus as well. Watching the Reds, you know, watching the intensity go up, you know, with each minute of each game, you know, it was fantastic to watch as well. But, you know, also as well, it was great just to be back at Anfield and, you know, watching the Reds, and hopefully we'll go for more games this season anyway. But, you know, if you did enjoy the vlogs, it'd be very much appreciated if you did leave a like, very much appreciated. As always, it's very much, you know, I haven't posted in a couple of days because, of course, being away, being here, being in my usual setup. Of course, this isn't my setup, it's Jack's setup, so thank you to him for lending me his setup. He's looking at me a bit dodgily right now, but no, seriously, it's been a really, really fun couple of days, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back at Liverpool for some games this season anyway. But if you guys did enjoy, then please feel free to leave a like, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Try it.